Okay, folks, and we're back, and I actually can do this without the stone. Let's just go ahead and show you if we work quickly here. Yes, we need stone to kind of automate it, but we can get our first few pieces very manually, and that'll help us out. We're going to want these slabs. We got our bucket of water. We have an iron bucket. That's the other thing we do want for this. Because if you try to pick up lava with a clay bucket, it will destroy it. So now that's still cooking down. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and put our base out this way a little bit, I think. Actually, we're going to go the exact opposite side because there is a road out here that leads to the city we want to go to eventually. So having our base a little closer to the road will make life easier in the long run. So we'll build it right there. Let's have our lava nearby. So what you want to do, just a very simple, straightforward design for a cobble gen that I found works well here, is dig out 5 blocks, and off on one side here we want to put our water down, and as soon as we get our lava, we'll be able to mine some cobble. Now the real catch is here is you do not want creepers, just like the pyrotheum, we do not want them running into the lava, so we definitely need to cover that up fairly quickly. And we're halfway there. What I will do is sleep through the night very quickly on this go around. And since we're just about out of worms to eat, let's go ahead and grow in another tree or two and plant another. That way it's, ready for us very quickly. Give me another pile of worms. And because I do not want to forget, let's make sure we grow in another tree for leaf harvesting. Let's see if we got enough room to do it, like out here perhaps. Should be. And we'll just let that one grow naturally. We need our water refilled. Always keep an eye on that. What? Oh, some are dirty. Okay. Let's cook that up while we're waiting. For just a moment here. We also have all of our fruits growing here. And are we at nighttime? We sure are. Let's seal ourselves in before an accident happens. And go ahead and make it daytime on the next water bottle. Well, it sure looks like night to me. We don't want the monsters to spawn just yet. There we go. And let's put some wood in to make some more charcoal because we're about to use up our last piece. And we got a couple water bottles for the next go around here. So we'll put the dirty water on the side. Oh, there's only one left. Wow. Okay. Here we go. Put that in. Cook him up, and then we'll let the charcoal go. And by then, I should have lava Those leaves touching? No, good. Okay, put the charcoal in to go so we got more for next time. And while we're waiting on all of that, let's go ahead and see about getting ourselves a barrel made up here to collect the stone. That'll be fairly useful, but we need to actually mine some of the stone by hand first to get us set with a more automated process. Almost there, folks. Let's just wait it out. So we might as well eat this snack and keep our hunger as high as we can. Once we get a handful of stone, it will also open up the ability for us to get a watering can. Very useful. And you'll note our dirt production is still going strong. We're up to 30 pieces just about. Plenty of charcoal for later. Good thing. And we can actually make some shears again. Let's go take them. Oh, we got lots of shears. Beautiful. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Let's cut down the other tree and just make sure we're going strong, since it grew in all on its own. Anyway, folks, I will chop down this tree, I'll get the lava ready, and I'll be back when the next step is ready to go. Alright, folks, so here we go with the lava. Let's take that out there to where we put down our bucket of water. And once the lava flows, right there, we'll be getting cobblestone. Now, really what we want to do is back that up a little just so it doesn't ever hit the source block. But we can mine a couple pieces here. And even more so, we can be sure to cover up where the mobs can walk into this lava. Or make sure they can't for right now. So we need about 10 pieces of cobble for the next step that I will mine and get cooked up, and I will return with the video once that's complete. Okay, folks, so I've put together all the stuff. Let's just make it daytime here quickly. So here's what we got to do. One of the fast ways to go about mining or having automatic cobblestone mining in this is to make a transfer node. So to do that, we need to make some transfer pipe, which is a piece of redstone, a piece of redstone, and 6 of these slabs and 2 pieces of glass. You'll note that in the previous episode, we made the stone hammer. And I used that to break down cobble into gravel and gravel into sand. And for this next part of the quest here, we are building a transfer node that will harvest the cobble very, very quickly. If you want to see how to do it, by all means, pause the video, look at the recipes that I'm making here. If it's a little too fast for you, that's okay. The other thing we are going to make here, while I've got the stone cooked up, and this is why I wanted a little extra, is a watering can. This is extraordinarily useful early on to help you grow vegetables more quickly. We have excellent access to it. You'll see like the wheat or the rice will come in very quick, and the cantaloupe and all that stuff. So this is something I've been wanting for a while, just to, you know, help boost the food, the rate at which I collect food. So now we've got our transfer node, we have some transfer pipe, and the last thing I want to make here is a chisel. Right there. And you'll see I had the thing pulled out already for it. And let's go ahead and go back out to our cobble gen area, because this is where our base will be. So now all we're going to do is plunk down that transfer node right on our cobble spot, and you'll notice it's mining it at a pretty quick rate. And because we want it to build up plenty fast for us, for now, we're just going to connect in a couple of these transfer pipes and let it fill right into a cobble gen for us. So we'll lock that so we always keep the item on there. And now with our chisel, we can take the cobblestone and make it into all kinds of fancy material here to work with. Kind of to give us a nice looking base to start with. I mean, we all like to, live in a nice place. So what I'll do over here, over the next little bit, is start laying out how I want the base to look. Okay? And we'll do it right at this road over here. Why not? And that way we can, once it's laid out, I'll return and show you where we're at with things. Folks, welcome back. So there's one more piece we got to remember for this new base is we want to move our food out there. So I'm working on the tree farms, and I wanted to show you the watering can process, and we've used up most of our dirt at this point. So we are going to have to refill that, but that is perfectly fine for right now. What we're doing over here is collecting all of this food for seed so we can fill in a fairly nice farm out there of different items we want to use for eating. And what else I've done is taken and cooked up a bit of cobblestone. With our chisel, we can convert stone into mossy cobble. Very useful. The mossy cobble can actually make up a repair item for us. On our shovel, you'll note we have one modifier remaining. So I can put a ball of moss on there, and the shovel will auto repair now. So as I'm sitting here farming trees, the shovel will repair itself when I need to dig out there and build up the base. And vice versa. So kind of as we do maintenance mode things, we can go ahead and let our other tools repair. So I'm kind of hoping that our mattock will get a modifier here soon. As soon as we get a bucket of water or two. The other piece we need to be able to make here is a generator. The very first generator we have access to is small, but it's mostly cobble based. So let's go ahead and do that. Do we have any iron ready to go? Let's see. We need one piece of iron for this part of the show. There we go. Let's go ahead and cook that up while we're waiting. And you'll note we're starting to get low on charcoal yet again. So it's a good point to cut trees, make dirt, restock our water, and all that fun stuff right at this moment. And we can use the watering can to help grow in the trees just a bit faster for ourselves. It's kind of infinite bone meal, if you will. That way we can load up a stockpile of leaves and get kind of an expanded dirt farm going here for our base out there, along with having access to water out there, and kind of start moving everything as it goes. So here we go. Let's replant the tree, cut down the next one, and kind of keep going here. That way we'll have kind of a very nice, aesthetically pleasing base with our very first beginnings at power. And right now we should have enough iron cooked up. Let's go ahead and get that out and get some timber in, just to get us some more charcoal going. We're going to want a fair bit of it, actually. So I'll put one more piece into here as soon as we can. And next up, we need a cobblestone furnace. So that's easy to come by now. We need iron, we need some redstone. We happen to have all of these, so that's superb. And let's go ahead and make ourselves a generator. Our very first one. So now our fluid transposer can be automatically powered. This is the single best source of water available to us. So as soon as we have 9 pieces of charcoal here, we can turn that into a block, and that generator will run for several hours. What we will do though, however, is bring that generator and our other fluid transposer out to our new base. Right here. So that way we have access to water remotely. And the last thing we probably want to do with this, since we have some copper at the ready, is go ahead and smash down 8 pieces of this. You'll note I've made a sleeping bag. What the sleeping bag does is it allows me to turn it to daytime wherever I'm working. So that way I can be, kind of across the map, so to speak, and still not have to worry about mobs spawning while I'm doing something. Making that dash for back home is not good sometimes. Let's see, not quite yet. Should be any second we ought to be able to sleep. There we go. So we can sleep anywhere, and this will turn it to daytime without changing our spawn point. We always want our spawn point to be safe, so when we're ready to move from this base, I will still leave probably most of the farm here, the bed and all that good stuff, and we'll seal it in. That way, if we do happen to die, we won't be in terrible shape. Okay, so we can put the leaves in to make dirt for us for right now. We're okay on the cobble for the moment. Let's take the dirt with us that we need. And let's see. I made that glass. So here's we want to cook up a bunch of this glass. That's always very useful to us. And we want to take a crafting bench with us. So that way we can start making all the things we need out there. We got lots of toys. Excellent. We can leave our clay bucket and take the iron one with us. That's kind of more useful. And all of this stuff should be going into the thing, but it's not. Let's see. Why is that hopper all of a sudden decided not to catch stuff? I don't know. Anyway. We'll leave. We got some zombie flesh hanging there, so that'll be good for us. We got our glass cooked up. Let's go ahead and make a tank. So this is useful, and I'll show you why. We can leave the hammer. We can leave the gun for now. We'll leave the torches for now. We got a sapling. We got some dirt out there. We are in very good shape. Let's make our way. Oh, and we need to put our water pack back on. This is one of those cases where we'll drink a cold water just so we don't burn through our water pack too fast yet. I'll leave a glass bottle here. We got a few on us. Let's make our way out and set up the water gen out yonder. So we got a tree. I didn't bring any leaves with me yet. We have them back there making dirt for right now. But we're okay without doing that. And our shovel did repair a little bit, which is excellent. Let's go ahead and this is going to be our farm room right here. What I want to do is dig out a little center area here that'll be kind of our supplies and storage. And then we'll set our generator on top of that. In fact, let's get that thing going right away, because it'll take a minute to charge. So here we go. And this looks like an excellent spot. So what we want to do here is put the coal into the generator, and it'll start powering this up. But really what we want it to do is to power our fluid transposer. And we do like so. You'll see that'll start building, and I can put the tank on top and we'll collect the water that way. So now if I come over to here, we'll plant down that one piece of dirt for the moment, and we'll make ourselves some trees out this way. Here we go. Come on, it'll grow. You know you want to. Just grow in. It's being kind of stubborn. Anyway, let's see. We're down to 12 dirt. Let's or 12 dust. Let's dig out 12 and then let this thing repair itself more. We don't want to let it break, because then we actually have to go find things to fix it. Or you have to go back and get bone dust to get it kind of repaired. Okay. That looks very nice. Let's see. Sometimes when you water them for a moment and then come back, it does the trick. Let's get her done. There we go, beautiful. We got our shears. Get all the leaves. Okay. Replant the tree. Always wise to do that. And when you see the leaves glitching like this, about the best thing you can do is just relog into the world, because it seems like it's a desync, and you'll see that there's one leaf block still kind of hiding there. So now if we put our generator, or our fluid transposer should be charging fairly well. We put that into here, you'll see it'll start producing water for us. Every 10 it leaves is a bucket of water. We're even starting to get low, so it's all the stuff we got to watch. And over here is where our farm is going to be. That's kind of the first thing you want to set up with your base, is a stable source of food. And really what we want to do is get to about 5 types of food if we can. And I'd like to have them as, available indoors, so finding different types of seeds is kind of critical. And we'll dig it out, by hand here for a minute, because it's not a big deal, and it gives time for our shovel to repair. And it looks like, yep, there we go. So we got some water, and we're almost at a bucket worth, and that'll just about be in time for our pack to run empty. But what'll happen here, the idea is, guys, as we feed in enough leaves, we will have a backlog on water. So that's kind of the handy thing we want to keep doing here for right now. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we'll plant a handful of trees here and just kind of let them grow on their own. And that'll make for a nice fast leaf collection when we need more water. Let's get some cobble. We got to go see about getting some more food here too. And we should put a oven out here to cook ourselves some charcoal. Oops, I forgot to plant a tree. All very good things to be doing right away. Yeah, we got our crafting bench here. So one of the nice things you can do with this, you'll note that the charcoal lasts 21 minutes apiece. What we can do is go ahead and cook up a bunch more as we cut down the trees for water and make ourselves a and see, like right now we're running low on power because we're using the water as fast as it's coming out. So what we want to do here is we can get this repair going, or this farm going. So I got 3 of these seeds to help kick us along for more food, and 1 of the rice, but our watering can will get us more food fairly quickly. And we want to till as much dirt as we possibly can here. Oops. And let it reset, because that's what will level our mattock. And it looks like it's just about sleeping time. Where's our sleeping bag? Well, keep our water on for right now so we don't dehydrate. And the next few buckets worth of, or bottles worth of water are going to go to topping off our pack. So here's what we want. We want to make a block of charcoal. This will last about 4 hours, give or take, in the generator. Let's make it daytime and keep building out our base. Anyway, folks, what I'll do is I'll keep this process going. I'll get us up and running over here, and we'll see you next episode.